Rexy Games.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the second channel. It has been nearly 2 months since my last upload. To be fair, I took a pretty big trip to Spain for a couple weeks that I just got back from this week, so that was fun. And also, excuse my voice if I'm a little stuffy right now. It's because of allergies. I just went to the store and got a bunch of meds that I took, so I should be better by tomorrow. But right now the voice is a little cooked, not gonna lie. I also did a lot of screaming, like in general, in like Discord voice chat yesterday, so that's not helping my case at all either. If anybody's wondering, like I will get a Switch 2, and hopefully in a couple months you'll see me hopping on some Mario Kart World. I know the games are expensive, but like, look, I just care about getting the Mario Kart World bundle for the sake of having a faster system that runs all my Switch 1 games better. Plus, you know, the new Mario Kart. And then, you know, maybe later down the road I got a couple games, but I'm certainly not interested in getting any $80, $90 games. That kind of is crazy. Like maybe Mario Kart World and one other. That's basically my games budget. Like I feel bad if I spend more than like 100, 200 on games in a short period of time. That's a lot of games, and I probably won't play them that much. There we go, we're finally in. I have a bad habit of starting a game, like especially a campaign-based game, and not finishing it, or either just buying a game on Steam and then not playing it at all. Hopefully, you know, with the price of Switch 2 games, you would hope every single game I buy, regardless of what it is, you're going to want to finish it all the way through and get your money's worth at this point. So maybe that'll be a motivator. I shouldn't be buying any additional games other than Mario Kart World if I know I'm not going to play them. That's probably a good strat and a decent way to save money, I feel. It's kind of crazy that it's coming out in like a month. It's May 2nd when I'm recording this. You might see this video within a week of this recording. There might be a couple more videos on this channel before we're just running some Mario Kart World. I had some free time, you know, it's like 9:30 in the morning. I've been doing this workout program that I'm really sore from, so all I can really do is play video games right now. Moving any part of my body hurts right now. I'm like 3 days into this thing, but it's also part of an initiative I'm doing just to kind of, you know, better my health. I think that's important, you know. I never really had to worry about it until after high school. Really, it's just me like liking food too much. I got a too good of a relationship with food. I be eating all the time. It's not that I don't think I have like good metabolism or anything. I just really like food. Like, how can you blame me? Have you seen food? Food is all the hype right now. Like, you need it to live. So that's nice. I plan to do that for at least a month, and I've already lost 30 or so pounds over, you know, just not super hardcore, but I've lost like 4 or 5 pounds a month for a few months. Less so in the last couple months, but yeah, I'm excited to be back on the bandwagon, especially because I feel like there's a pretty big overlap with people on this channel that follow my main channel, so you might not be up to date on all the news, but I am going to VidCon. That's, you know, this is my first year, or really, I guess when VidCon 2024 was happening, I had like 200, 300K, but by the time that happened, it was too late to get a ticket. Like, they were sold out or just unavailable. But yeah, this is my first VidCon as an actual YouTuber, which was I agreed to this like years ago. I said, you know, VidCon seems cool, but it's probably not worth going unless I'm a YouTuber. Like, I wouldn't make the trip all the way to California, you know. It should be interesting. Genuinely don't know how many people will recognize me there. I can imagine probably 10 or 20. You know, while we're on the topic of VidCon, one of my buddies, Gravel. So Gravel went to VidCon with like 200K or so on TikTok and said that they got so many fans there that security gave them an all access pass because it was like kind of like a fire hazard, you know, like having that many people near the doors and stuff. So that scared me because I not only have like quadruple that now on TikTok, but I also have almost by the time VidCon happens, I will have 1.5 million subscribers. Going from that and nothing to basically that much in a year might be overwhelming. I feel like the relevancy of it all, you're gonna have a very dense demographic of people at VidCon that know me. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. But if you have a convention like that where everyone who's present regularly watches YouTube, chances are you're probably gonna, that was a terrible voice crack. Chances are you're gonna get noticed. So I don't know. It's such a weird concept to me because, to be honest, there was only one time someone knew me and I didn't know them. And aside, I'm not counting like friends of friends because, you know, people will meet me who it's like, oh yeah, my buddies told me about your channel because, you know, all my inner circle of friends like IRL know. That's different. But I'm talking like somebody I've never met in my life and has really no connection to any of my friends meeting me. It was this random guy at like SGDQ. If you don't know what that is, it's a little speedrunning thing they do on Twitch. It's for charity, and it's like a really big event on the live stream. But there's also like a physical convention that it takes place in. And they have 2 a year. One's in Pittsburgh, one's in Minneapolis. This was Minneapolis. So this was like the first time I was really out at a convention after blowing up on YouTube, which again, just to go to show, right? In January 24, I went to AGDQ 2024, which was in Pittsburgh. I did not even have a Flipnote channel then. By the time July 2024 rolled around, which is when they have, and they'll have it again this year, SGDQ 2024, that was in Minneapolis. I had 550,000 subscribers. I did a face reveal while I was there, right? And the day of, it was like, I had posted it at noon, and then I was walking around. I stayed in the hotel room for like an hour or so working on, I think I was selling merch at the time. I had to handle some orders and stuff. But after that, I went out, and like almost immediately, there was just like one guy in the lobby. I don't think he was looking for me. It just happened to be, you know, just sitting around. And he walked up to me and he said, "Hey, are you, he, you know, mispronounced my name, whatever. A lot of people say Radex. He said, "Are you Radex Flipnote?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And he held his phone up and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw your face reveal, and I saw you. It said you were at SGDQ." So I was like, kind of looking around, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." He had like a backpack, and he pulled out a PS2. And he said, "You want to sign my PS2?" And I was like, "Oh, heck yeah, man." So I think to this day, that's maybe the only thing I've ever signed. But that was a really weird encounter. But I mean, it makes sense because I also have like, I don't know. I think I made it pretty clear I was going to be there. But I made the announcement that I'd be at the convention after tickets sold out, so that whoever was already going was, you know, locked in. So that I feel like that was a rare occurrence, because speaking as somebody who's had over 1 million subscribers for like a few months, these days you can fly way under the radar, even with like 2-3 million. Like I don't even think, I have a buddy, Garrett the Carrot, who's got, you know, 4.5 million. I don't even think he gets noticed in public. Like, not really, because when you're an animation channel, people usually remember the character you're known for, right? Like with me, it's gonna be Gamblecore, Blue Stick Man, you know, generic wide head stickman guy, right? They're not gonna think of my face. I mean, some people might, because I've done, you know, a face reveal, and I'll probably do another face reveal for 1.5 mil because I had such a smaller audience a year ago, so a lot of people don't know what I look like. But it's the perfect amount of fame to where, like, when you're online, like, a lot of people know you, which is cool. But also, like, if I go to the grocery store, I'm not gonna get harassed by, like, you know, not harassed, but, you know, approached by people, which, like, I feel like I'd be overly awkward for an interaction like that to happen. So yeah, really the only interactions I deal with, like, people who know me IRL, are like friends of friends, or just, you know, I mean, my college friends know, but they're like, at this point, it's been like 1.5 years I've been doing this, so they're like really desensitized to it, right? Like, they're just like, "Oh yeah, you know, YouTuber guy, that's our buddy." But it's really crazy because, like, yeah, it's like always people I've met at like a get together, or like at a bar or something. I'll be with a couple buddies and they invite one of their friends I've never met, and then they know I'm a YouTuber because, you know, what else do you talk about, you know? I'm the one YouTuber they probably know in their circle. It makes sense they'd say something, but those are always nice, though, because, you know, it's usually somebody's work friend or something that's like, "Oh, hey, I think it's really cool you make YouTube videos." I'm really glad that I graduated like literally a few months before my YouTube channel took off, like 6 months before. So I never had to encounter like people knowing me in college for the stuff I did. In fact, I don't think anybody I went to college with knows I have a YouTube channel, because, like, why would they know? How would they know? My real life identity isn't super strongly tied to my YouTube channel, which is probably something you want. I don't like people treating me differently just because I have subscribers, because really, I know it's weird because, you know, parasocial stuff and all that. I really am just like a normal guy, dude. Like, I just make little fun animations and whatever. And I wish everybody could see it like that, because I feel like having encounters outside of those I've already had in real life, people would treat me like some kind of like higher being than I actually am, and that's always weird. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Act normal around famous people, you know. But yeah, it's not like, I know people don't mean to do that. It's just the novelty of like, "Oh, I've never met somebody with that many subscribers before." But yeah, I'm fortunate my real life encounters like that have not been too bad. Yo, I clutched third. That Yoshi was on my tail, dude. Oh, wait. No, they got... Okay, whatever. That's fine. But look at that. We're 11K. We're doing fine. Yeah, I don't know what VidCon's going to be like. But honestly, I'm all for it. Because I wouldn't be going to that if I weren't getting ready mentally for that encounter to happen where like people are gonna know who I am. It's been weird. Like I've seen people with like there was this guy, this engineering channel, I think his name was Koi or Corey or something. I'll put the channel on the screen. The guy doesn't have like a crazy big following. I mean, now he probably does, but when he made the video a year ago, he had about what I would have had in 2024 when VidCon was happening. And he was basically making a video on like, is VidCon still like cool like to go to? Is VidCon still active, or is VidCon dead? Or I don't remember the video title. Anyways, that'll also be on the screen. But he was getting noticed by like a lot of people like instantly. Like he was looking around nervously, you know, the camera was like pointed at him, but he had it like real low, trying to not be like super vlogger guy. And there were like multiple people like getting photos with him. That's crazy. Like I don't know what to expect, because I'll probably need to be wearing like my own merch for people to know, but I don't know, man. Hopefully I have a good experience at VidCon. Never been to California before, or like the West Coast. That being said, the farthest west I've been is Texas a couple years ago. That was for a little college internship thing. For the longest time up until 2023, I was very opposed to doing conventions. I thought like, oh, nerd conventions, it's gonna be no, like, bro, first of all, I was mean to even think that. My point being, no, conventions are actually like so worth, man. They're so fun. But getting in 2023, I really opened up to the idea of going to like any conventions at all. And I'm really glad I did, because I've had fun at literally every single one of them. Now, I think a convention is a good way, especially if it's away from home, to like visit a city you haven't before, but also like you have discounted hotel, because most conventions have a deal with the hotels where it's like, oh yeah, you just get this for like cheap. Like really cheap. But it's been great, especially the GDQ events, dude. I'm excited though, man. Like May 2025, we're getting right before people get off school and work, and you know, for the summer people are more free. So I gotta grind. I gotta get the YouTube content going. I already have a growing list of video ideas. But yeah, the summer content grind's gonna be on. I got new merch that's actually, you know what, this video will probably go out tomorrow. I'm gonna link this in the description, but I do have merch on the main channel. I guess if anything, this video is kind of just like a, hey, I haven't forgotten about this channel, and sort of using this as an outlet just to get stuff off my mind at this point. I will say, after taking a 2-week trip abroad, not touching a DS or animating or really anything, man, was it nice. I'm so refreshed now, and I'm being genuine here. I really am. I was really needing some kind of refresh in order to keep posting and, you know, feel good about it, and we're so back. So yeah, thanks for taking some time out of your day to, you know, watch and catch up on what I've been doing. I'm really excited for this summer and for VidCon. So 2 big things to look forward to: the summer grind and VidCon 2025. I'll let you know how it goes. Probably make a video on it. All right, see you guys.